And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, our reporter, and the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Alexander Walker and Reza Shea fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Doris, when you look at the numbers for both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh, my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are two groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
Shots good by Blunt.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Porzingis. And here's Young. Back to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Here's Blunt from behind the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Young. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Quickly passes to Blunt. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off him.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Blunt. And the Raptors, another 3.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced. It's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you guys.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here. Following the bucket by the Raptors.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. 1:50 left in the first. Quickly, passes to Blunt. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Hawks trail by 7. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Dick's checked in. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. 1:32 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Young. Rebound Toronto. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they were dialed in from deep in that one. The basket must have looked as big as the ocean because they were hitting everything.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Here's Young. The Raptors making their last shot. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Stolen by Daniels. Outside Reza Shea. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Daniels. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots with this guy because obviously another miss here.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 12. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so... Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so now a timeout called by Darko Wright. Jakovic, he's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The three is up. Toronto grabs the miss. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Dyson Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the three. Now here's Okongwu. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Johnson finds Daniels. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Toronto leading by 3. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad. Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Outside Ingram. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Shed. Toronto passing it around. Up and in on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Daniels outside. Now here's Okongwu. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
They set the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the triple.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Back to Ingram. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now a 9-point Toronto lead. Mamukelashvili checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Shed. Atlanta also making some changes. Porzingis has checked in for Johnson. And it's Young in for Krejci. There's Young with the 3. And Atlanta misses again. Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Murray Boyles. Lets it fly. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Young, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Okongwu, and it's Risache in for Daniels. Mamukelashvili passes to Ingram. Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Porzingis. Buries it from 3. Blunt's got 5 points now this quarter.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Johnson a screen on Ingram. The 3 from Rizachet. Quickly with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Blunt. Here's Murray Boyles. Ingram on the wing. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Toronto, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get up.
And changing it up. My favorite. Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Toronto leading by 14. They've got Emmanuel quickly, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Blunt, the pass to Mamukelashvili. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches going.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
Porzingis passes to Young. Over quickly. Young misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Johnson. And here's Young, guarded by Quickly. Young misses.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Blunt. Gets the 3 to fall. Blunt's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Another bucket! Wow!
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate opponents all season long.
And we knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for 3rd for the most 40-point games in a season.
Alongside Michael Jordan, they've both reached that mark 37 times in a single season. Extraordinary.
Down low. Here's Quickly. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Outside Rizachet. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Toronto leading by 21. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And a big-time scoring night for Johnson. Looking for a shot and playing with serious confidence.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. There's the triple. A nice shot by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got 7.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Young from long range. Pure from three-point range. He's got 7.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Mobo comes in for Mamukelashvili. And it's Grady Dick in for Ingram. And a change for the Hawks. Daniels is checked in. Back to Quickly. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter.
A great pass, and Quickly makes great use of it.
Daniels outside. Back to Young. Johnson passes to Porzingis. With a 9-footer, it's not going to go for him.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Blunt uses the glass on the layup. Blunt's got 44.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Daniels outside. To the left wing. Left side, Porzingis launches it, and Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. And it's 6 points for Dyson Daniels. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Here's Blunt. He's got 44. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Toronto passing it around. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. Making some changes here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Krejci. And it's Young in for Daniels. On the floor for Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Alexander Walker and Risache fill out the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Johnson. Porzingis, high post. And they double up Porzingis. Young from long range gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Pass to Blunt. Out left to the wing. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And Young, here we go. The kick out to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Risache. Jacks up a 3. That shot off the mark. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Battle. 4-3. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside, Alexander Walker. Left side, Porzingis. And he drops it in from the low post.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. 13 seconds. At the line for your basket.
First free throw is good. Avanti checked in for Mobo. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Young. Pass to Porzingis. Johnson for three. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from three every time.
Here's Blunt. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. The rebound by Atlanta. Now Young. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate.
And you've talked about wanting to string some wins together and also the need for your team to have a strong rebounding presence. What's your take after tonight's efforts?
Me and the guys, we're happy with the win. One of our goals is to be an elite rebounding team, win the possession battle on the boards. Tonight we had some success with that, but we all know there's room to grow.
I hear that, MP. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Brian, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. And that's going to do it